Welcome in to our return to our Skyblock world. And today we're going to tackle something that is desperately needed. So if you look around our island here, we've got some infrastructure, but what we have is a terrible mob farm. It's been producing. We can't really complain. It's been pumping out some valuable resources since very early on in our world. But we have this terrible newbie sort of cobble generator. And to be honest, when we peer around here, we've basically got the equivalent of in basalt. We have been mining trees by hand. We've got a little day one iron farm, effectively. None of these are really sort of the industrial automation that we want to be having in this world. And for us to get to that level of automation that we want, we need something special. We need something special, and for that, if I can find in my chest, we need some we need sand. We need gunpowder. And we need the good stuff. So we need TNT. We need to stop with the manual harvesting of stuff, and we need to be blowing stuff up. So we need TNT to be destroying the blocks that we are producing. And we could create some TNT dupers, but we have renewable sand in this world. In a Skyblock world, the loot table of the husk has been updated, and sand has been added as a drop for them. So what we want to do is make use of this to get. I had some TNT already. But yeah, we want to be using that sand to craft TNT. And then instead of something like this, we'll be producing the stone, but we'll push it all out into a big box, and then we'll rain TNT down on it. That will explodify it. We'll collect that with some hoppers, and we'll funnel that into our storage. And we can use that to push in the basalt. We can use that to push in the stone. We can start looking at other more interesting farms, right? So we can start on I've been producing this by hand and hoeing it and everything else to make more dirt. And as I said, we've been chopping trees down with an axe like absolute plebs. And all of this needs to stop. And the thing that will enable that will be for us to get our hands on TNT. So we're not going to get this project finished today. It's going to be a big undertaking. But the first ingredient for that is going to be sand, and we're going to need sand in massive quantities. I've been buying sand whenever possible from wandering traders whenever they've spawned since the inception of this world, and we're now on we're on episode 30. And some of that has actually been a break as well. So over Christmas, etc. So we've had over in the last 30 plus weeks of this world, this is all of the sand we have managed to gather from the Wandering Trader, and that is not going to sustain our future farms. So we're going to head back to the desert today, and we're going to try and find a spot where we have good conditions that we can set up a farm for husks. We're going to have to wing this quite a bit because most people don't design husk farms. Husks are basically a useless mob to farm in vanilla Minecraft. But thanks to the addition of the sand to the drop table in Skyblock specifically, they become a bit more useful. So before that, let's who have we got in there? We have few people in chat today. Harbinger. Welcome in, and Waddle was here, and Story as well, and Codeverse. Welcome in to all of you. And before we get started though, we'll try and minimize the side quests today, but I just want to show you guys where we ended up after the previous stream. Let's get some food. Yeah, so we now have our hoglin farm set up. My screen is being very terrible today. It's cutting out periodically, but we shouldn't be doing too much combat, so hopefully we can make do. And I do need to look into what is causing it. It's not the screen itself, because I had it hooked up to my work machine for quite a bit the last week and had no issues. So there's definitely a bad cable or bad driver or something somewhere, but I still need to find time to dig into that. But we have our butchers. So we have 12 butchers in here. We have a handy button here that switches this from between raw and cooked pork chops. No worries. Sorry. No one's ever going to judge you for skipping out early, given how late it is for you. But yeah, so we have this button here that if we press that, we lavarify the killing chamber. Oh, come on. And if we press it again, we de-lavarify it. And when we have the lava out, the hoglins will die due to being on fire, which will mean we get cooked pork chops. And then if for some reason, if we burn them with campfires, we get regular pork chops. So I don't fully get that. I did adjust the design a little bit in here. I moved the counter out a bit. I dropped these pillars down. Here inside, we've got the little pillar along here. We've got some stairs underneath, so it gives it a little backdrop. Got the top here. But yeah, and this thing has been cranking, so I've also been filling this up. We've got a lot of pork chops here, and we can just sorry, I'm just going to okay. Sorry, I've just restarted the screen, so hopefully this will stop it from misbehaving a bit, because it was getting quite bad. Okay, but yeah, we can quickly trade up with all of these guys. And the emeralds roll in. Oh, on you, on you. Now. Yeah, so we can just go around. I do love the item scroller mod. It makes the trading part of this far less tedious. That we can just right click on the trade to max it out. I guess there's still the whole keeping spacebar down while held down while right clicking the output box that we could be doing, but this just makes it even less tedious than that. But yeah, we get loads of emeralds from these guys per run. We can basically trade with each one of these guys 3 times. And we get a little bit of AFKing down the corridor from this place, and we get so many pork chops that I don't quite know what to do with them all. We are getting quite a lot of leather, so I think I might try and bring some leather workers down here as well at some point. And that's it. You guys are all your trades are locked. We dump the excess pork chops back. I've just put that up there for now because I haven't got a... Yes, 42 diamond blocks and change from one trip. So this has meant that our emerald production is vastly improved now. You watched the ice shed vid. Stories one. Yeah, Story's been building a lot of stuff on her channel. Well, me and Story make sleep streams because we both have relaxing voices. There's plenty of people that would disagree on you on that, and they find my voice very unrelaxing in real life, but it's nice of you to say, Harbinger. But yeah, so we've been getting a lot of emeralds. So much so that we are not going to suffer for emeralds for quite a while now, I don't think. Look at that. That's we have stacks of emerald blocks. We are... Yeah, so we've been getting about 42, so call it 40 blocks a run, and when we add that up over time, we're doing well. We're doing well for emeralds now. I think actually if we did lose our gear, our main problem now would probably be being constrained on books, as I have not been harvesting our sugarcane anywhere near often enough. Let me do that quickly now because every little helps. I said sugarcane, not roses, and not peonies. So let's put that away. Right, and then today we are going to go and do a bit more exploring. So we have a desert area that we found on a previous stream, and it seems to be quite a large desert. So one of the things I mined us up some cobble as well, so we've got some bridging blocks for today. We're probably going to need a lot of smooth stone. How are we doing for that? I'm going to put this into the smelterator. This is also something we're going to desperately need to upgrade at some point. We're going to need a proper super smelter. Yeah, so we'll get some more smooth stone for when we do start our build. am I doing? There you go, in the back here. And let's convert these down into slabs. Because what I want to do is go back to where we found the desert, and I don't think I want to build our husk farm there, because we did find a desert village, and it would be cool to kind of expand that a bit, build the desert back up a bit. So I want to bridge out a bit further. And do we have a flint and steel? Flint and steel. So we've got flint and steel, and then we're gonna want some. Oh, let's take a chest so we can put our stuff away. Oh, we will probably actually want some solid blocks alongside this, and we're going to want some obsidian, so we'll quickly nip down to the bartering farm and we'll grab some of that as well. So I think, oh, the stream is lagging. Is it lagging for everyone or just for Codeverse? Okay, yeah, so we're going to nip down to the bartering farm and we're going to grab some obsidian to build a portal with, and I want to try and I want to see if we can go a bit further out and still find desert down there, because I know that desert seems to be at least 1,000 blocks across. I'm hoping, from what I can from the looks of it, and I'm hoping it will go even further. Oh no, we've gone way too far. In fact, we are not even down the right tunnel. I think we definitely need to put some signposting in here. I might color code the routes at some point in the future. Okay. Yeah, maybe if you lower the quality, then it will be a bit less laggy. Okay, so let's go find our bartering farm. We head down here. This is something else I need to upgrade in the future as well. So at the moment I end up sorting this by hand, and it's an absolute nightmare. So we'll need to get something more automated in here. Is that good? What do we want? Yeah, 16 for a nether portal. Oh, and we want some armor stands as well, so that we can spawn proof our portal, our new portal when we create, just in case it ends up in a nasty biome, because we don't want any surprises. So yeah, I'm going to go out a bit further in the nether. I'm going to see. Oh, I'm going to see what the conditions look like a bit further out. If we're still in the desert, and if we are, then that's probably a good spot for us to start mapping out a location for our farm. What do I want here? I want some of these, and then we want the smooth stone slabs. Do I have any smooth stone slabs? I think it's the smooth stone ones. Yeah, so let's let's put that back. Put that back as well, and craft up some armor stands for portal spawn proofing. And then we'll head down to the underbelly of our nether. Okay, hopefully nothing is going to drop on our heads as we run through here. So I don't think the mob farm is active. Sorry, the mob switch is active right now. And we should be safe now. So yeah, as we head down here, then, and so way back we found, when we were exploring, we found the desert. It's taken me a little while to try and figure out what I wanted to do with the desert. So as I said, husk farming is not a common thing people build. Most people aren't too fussed with husks. They as I said, they are pretty useless mobs. They are hard to farm because they only spawn under direct sunlight from above. They do not drop anything interesting. They have the same drops as a regular zombie. So their only real use most of the time is that people use the fact that they don't spawn without sky access to I'm just going to disable the restock mod that we have, and then we can, because otherwise I'm going to have to count this out, and I was going to count it out 225, so that's 128, 765, and then I put 2 already. So yeah, now we can just bridge out. Yeah, so husks are not a useful mob. They only drop zombie drops, and their spawning requirements are quite annoying for farms. So we're going to need a farm. We're going to basically need an efficient mob farm that doesn't have a roof. So that's already a problem in that we will get no spawns during the day. And then on top of that, we're going to want, so we're going to get no spawns during the day because of the sky access requirement. And then on top of that, they only spawn in the desert. And as I said, normally they have no useful drops, but we have a slight change here that means they will drop sand. So we're going to farm them automatically for sand. Normally mob farms are made efficient by having multiple platforms, and you stack those up. You make sure only the mob farm itself is spawnable, and you get to work sort of farming mobs. We're not going to be able to do that because of the sky access requirement, so we're going to have to improvise a bit. And we're also going to not be able to make use of the daytime either. So that's going to cut the rates of any farm in half, because we're only really being able to get sand at night. But my plan is to try and build a flushing mob farm with only one layer. and then try and potentially, instead of scaling it vertically, we'll try and scale it out horizontally instead. So we'll build several platforms. Oh, this is not. Oh, that was not. This was not very clever. Need to get up there and slabify the top. Let me put a chest down. Let's put most of our stuff in here before we start doing silly business. Yeah, so I'm going to try and build, well, I'm going to look for a good spot. Hopefully this will still be desert, because I want to try and rebuild, build an island under where our desert is, so that it can. Oh, this was not clever. I should have. I didn't bring an ender chest. I really should have brought an ender chest. I didn't bring torches either. It's okay. We can get by for now. So we've got this. We want some slabs. Put that back. And armor stands. Okay, it's daylight. That's at least better than nothing. Let's put these down here. Can we put one? Let's see. We've got this side. Spawn proof this side, and then we'll grab the ones that went through. And then we'll put. Okay. I'm only about to do one side. What biome are we in this side? Crimson Forest. Okay, so we definitely need to make sure this side is spawn proofed. It would have been nice to have piglin proofed this side of the portal, but I think the Hoglin Menace is far more problematic. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got through here. What biome did we end up in? So we're still in the desert. Oh, okay, that's our previous, that's our other island. Let's make some more space here. We have got some stuff around. So yeah, I think, and there's more desert over that way. Okay, so I think this desert is actually like bloody massive. I think this desert might be humongous. Because yeah. Oh, it's a good thing I put my armor in a chest, isn't it? And well, we can pick up an ender chest this way. Quick teleport back here. That was entirely intentional. Meant to do that. You saw nothing. Okay, we just had the let's convert this to slabs. As I feel like we're probably going to need a bunch to begin with. Also, yeah, it's handy we end up back here because we are going to want a bucket. I forgot to take a bucket of water and a bucket of ice. Sorry, a bucket of lava with us as well. Torches was the other thing I wanted, wasn't it? Yeah. It's got the ender chest. Do I have any torches made? Should hopefully have some torches made. The chest monster is getting problematic. Do I not have any torches? Okay, let's make some torches then. We want some charcoal. 16 of that. Well, we've almost cleared this entire double chest of sticks as well. Let's make ourselves a stack of torches. And then we can head Did I take... Oh, food. No, I didn't take any food. That would be a good... That's a good shout story. Good night, Codeverse. Sleep well. Yeah, so let's grab some food as well. And thankfully, I took the armor off before we went through that portal, so we don't have to spend an hour getting that back now. Although with all of those emeralds, hopefully it will go a bit quicker now. We really just need to maximize paper production, and we should be able to, between quickly leveling at the gold farm, all of the emeralds we now have, and the ridiculous amount of leather we've been getting from both the Hoglin farm and the Barring farm. Regearing should, yeah, we are basically paper constrained now in our regearing efforts. So I might actually plant a big, try and plant a big sugarcane farm for manual harvesting for now, and then we do need to get a more automatic sugarcane farm in at some point. Yeah, let's head back to there. And it looked as if this desert was actually very big. So I know that the desert island is first visible from I think this portal coming up. So yeah, from this portal we can actually see the desert island. And over in this direction. So we're within simulation distance of the desert from there, and then we come out this way, which is 1,000 blocks out from there, I think. What did I do? It's about 125 blocks in the nether, so times 8 is wait, yeah, 125 blocks out, so that's yeah, 1,000 blocks in reality. This one is in the middle of the desert, and we can see our desert village through there, and then our new portal here is now 2,000, a whole 2,000 blocks away, and it looks like the desert still continues on past this one. So That's good. We can build out here, and we can kind of keep it away from our other stuff. We already have this guy spawning because we have not placed a torch here. So if we put a torch here, then this dude should eventually, well, this guy shouldn't be able to respawn. Let's put more torches in there. We'll put slabs in, take some with us. Oh, I left the food behind as well. Okay, I was smart. I was braining chat. I brained good. Okay, let's eat and let's head through. Oh, I should have brought a bed. That's what I didn't bring. Yeah, and then it's night time, so bed would have been useful. Let's actually, I think I want to have this on the half slab. We'll put a guardrail around this a little bit as well. Keep the shift key down for now. Give the old pinky a workout. Oh. Okay, let's make it safe, and then we'll have a proper look around. Okay, so first thing we've got is that pillager outpost. That is very close. We should have a check down at the bottom of the world as well and see if any allies have floated down. There isn't anything edible in the nether. There's plenty of edible stuff in the nether. Hoglins will drop pork chops. Everyone loves pork chops, right? We like to dine on swine. Well, I do. If you're vegetarian, you may not identify with that statement, but or those who do not partake for religious on religious basis, but for the most part, I think we all love the pork. Okay, so what do we have here? What do we actually have around? So if we look in that direction, that is another desert village. So our desert at least goes out that far. What is that tall building over there? That is a weird one. We have another desert temple over there, so we know it at least goes that far out that way. Oh, wait. Desert village? Desert village? Desert village? Is that yeah, that is a desert village, right? It's not a trout. Wait, so we... and then we have our original desert village over there. We have 4 desert villages here. That is pretty cool. Bacon and mushrooms. Yeah, I had a bacon. I had a full English breakfast this morning, and it came with a mushroom. No lie, the mushroom was so huge. It was about. It was somewhere between 8 to 12 centimeters across, or maybe 10. It was humongous. A big flat portobello one. It'd been fried. It was all juicy. It was so good. Okay, so do we have it? What's over there? That. Okay, that looks like jungle, but based on these villages, I think our desert. This area is surrounded by desert for quite a distance in each direction. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with the pillager outpost over there. That may require some thought. It could be that we raid it and tear it down, or maybe we could think about turning it into a farm, but we'll need quite a large area for a pillager outpost farm, and we do have some others that we found in the world, so we may be better off converting one of them and just destroying this one. I know they were here first, but I am British, and as history has taught us, when a Brit turns up in a foreign land, we basically decide it's ours and take everything for ourselves. It's kind of our stick. Okay. So let's take that middle one out. So I'm going to take the lava, put it there. Oh. Pork chops are good for many things. Mining cobble, not one of them. Okay. Put that there. Finish things off. So we're just going to get down to the bottom of the world. Oh, this guy has moved over a bit. Can we? Could you have a look down there for me? See if I dropped anything. Okay, let's put a slab on top of this. Dude. Oh no, we'll need that in a sec. What do you mean, jerk? They like the void. That's why they spawn here. The void demands sacrifice, and I've had my turn today. Okay. So I think this has got down. Has it stopped moving now? No, it's still going. Lava is so slow. We have got a few trial chambers around here as well. Okay, come on. Oh, I'm just remembering it was our we had TNT at the start of this. I'm just remembering now. It was our raid over there of the oh no, over there of the desert temple that actually got us our first TNT. What about now? Have you finished? I think so. Let's have a quick cheaty cam look. No, it's still going. Come on. What is it now? So we need it to get down to about here. Come on. So once it gets down, we'll drop some water down, create some cobble. We'll then mine down the cobble, and once we're down at the bottom, we'll set up a little platform, which will be where we set things up. We could run a ladder down. I think we'll go with a water stream. What we'll probably do is move the portal down here at a later date. And there we go. Okay, finally made it to the bottom. So now we go. Oh, no. Oh, no. I've messed that up. Let's pick that up. It's all going wrong. It's going wrong already. It's fine. We'll put a full block there. Put that there. Then we'll put the water against that. This is not going to plan. Oh, actually, can we take it? If I put it there? No? Not that one. Okay, that didn't work very well. Yeah, is that not directly above? So if I waterlog that. No, I want it to go straight down. Okay, if I waterlog that, then mine needs down. Okay. That seems to be heading straight down now. That's our way back up. Once we get to the bottom. So now we're just gonna mine straight down. Oh, the water did not play nice. So we'll have to fix that up later once we've got our platform in down the bottom here. keeping a careful eye on the Y level. Here we go. 30 minus 40. We'll go a bit slower here. 50, 51. Okay, 10 more. 60, 61, 62, 63, and here we are at the bottom. So we'll put some slabs down here. Let's expand this out a bit more. So we'll get these funneled out. Oh, omelets. I haven't had an omelet in ages. I should fix that at some point, but the trouble is I go out for breakfast and then there'll be an omelette on the menu, but then there's always something much fancier and nicer sounding. And it just loses out. It loses out to other options. Okay, let's head back up the water stream here. We're going to try and sort out the janky water stream, and we're going to get some more slabs. We're going to finish up, and then we're going to make it safe down there. And then I think we're going to come up. What is this? That's where I messed up. Water streams. What have I done here? I've created a water stream I can't get out of. Okay. Alright, it's janky, but it's not the most broken. Let's take that back. Let's take these out. There. So we want our water stream to be here. So come out there. Let's put a block there that we can put the border against. We'll go one there as well. We can take these stuff from this side out. Let's put a floor there just for now. Take these out. Okay. So this is going to be our little water elevator up and down. So if I put the water there, no. Not what we wanted. Okay, so we're going to put that around there as well. We'll get some more slabs. Could really do with visiting the Nether at some point, I think. Sorry, visiting the end at some point. So I think we might actually have to do the dragon sooner rather than later. And I don't even want the elytra. What I really want is shulker boxes. Because it would be nice to be able to have... okay, so this is not going to fall down nicely. Because that thing is right where we need it to be. So that's okay, we can deal with this. We can put a 4 block there, come in. Take that one as well. Okay, so we'll put a 4 block here. Guide down the side, rail down the side. And we might as well have a bit on either side here as well. Okay, so this should go straight down cleanly. Maybe we just expand this all the way over to the side here. Give ourselves a little bit more room to play with. We're all undercover, so no phantoms. Come down. Let's clear this up. We didn't have enough stuff to fill this in completely, did we, at the bottom? Okay, it's landed awkwardly, but... What is it? Come down. Okay. So we... Oh, okay, that was handy. So we put that there. Come up there, and then we can seal off the bottom bit there. And yeah, here we go. We've got a nice well, safe-ish place to start working from down here. Okay, well, we come out this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. This side we're 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we'll expand this one to be 4 as well. Make sure we've got a nice square down here to begin with. And this side is also 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I just want to have a quick nose. Do we have... So where is the... There is the pillager outpost. Do we have anything floating around over there? Okay, not that I can see. I was hoping maybe we'd have allays floating just above the void. They do like to hover, but it doesn't look like we do. A few allay friends would have been nice. Let's expand this out a bit more. So we can, yeah, we can run this round. Start to slowly expand our space down here. Okay, so then I think what we also want is to go, so if I put that there, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're going to want to have some clearance between the bottom of our farms and the base of the world. Actually, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 20 blocks up. We're going to hurt our rates a little bit by being higher off the ground, but wait, no, I think, our feather falling boots would have been useful right there. Maybe we'll go get our armor back in a sec, now that we have made things a bit safe. I'm going to mine out, yeah, I think actually we'll go 10 up, because we're going to need to go 30 blocks in the air from our farm. So, where are we now? So from here, that gives us 10 blocks of space underneath. So we got 1, 2, and then I think we'll probably move our portal down to here. So I think our portal is probably going to sit around here-ish. We will swap this out for something a bit more aesthetic in the future. And then we'll have a basement underneath where we can put some of the storage and things for the drops. Let's grab the slabs we've dropped. Then we'll pull the portal down to here. is so close that I think it's definitely going to get in the way. We'll start. We'll go this, because what I'm planning is normally you'd have sort of about 11 platforms in a stack. I'm going to see if I can go for, and that's because we can pack things in vertically quite easily, because we've only got a maximum of 128 blocks away from the player in all directions to allow spawning. So normally we focus that down below us. We have our platforms, and we can squeeze quite a few into that verticality. But we're going to be looking at platforms that are about about 29 blocks across. So we're not going to be able to fit too many within that big sphere, because we need the horizontal. We're going to have to lay them out horizontally instead. So that horizontal nature is going to mean that we have a lot less space for us to channel the mobs. So 1, 2, yeah, we'll finish this bit off. Then maybe we'll go get some obsidian and put a portal up down here. Alright, so we're going to have a portal here, and then around us, as I said, we're going to have these, have the mob farms themselves. I think initially, I want to, and these things have a diamond shaped platform, so I think what I'll possibly do is have them have one there, one there, one there, and one there, and then I'll have a space above us that's open. That may be our best option. Or do we want to have the space above us contain a mob farm as well? In which case we probably want to, if we call this the center and we put a mob farm right above here, then we're going to want, this is 3, 4, 5. I want to do this a bit higher up, I think. Yeah, so actually if I move the portal down here, then I don't really need the sky axis personally. So we're going to have 1, 2. Okay, so if we build the first platform above us, we'll want to put our portal somewhere out of the way. So we could go slightly off center. We go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 this way. So we want a 7x7 killing chamber on the ground. And this, we're basically going to drop the mobs in here and kill them with full damage. And then we will put some magma blocks down to kill anything that does survive. We don't. Hmm? What happened to your message about LAs? I'm not sure. Did they get did did YouTube eat it? I know there's I have the auto moderation stuff on just in case, but maybe it's preventing legit messages. I have seen it do that before with some of my own on other channels. What was it? Do you want to try sending again? I'll keep an eye out, and if I can, I will kick the auto mod so it can't censor. Hmm. What was the message? Were you asking about how we'll breed them, or? I'm intrigued now. I want to know what was censored. I can't help myself with this stuff. If I'm reading a chat and it actually has like full sense per word censoring, and it's sort of a word is redacted, I will spend so much time trying to figure out what that word was. Even if the message was completely uninteresting to me, the fact that the word was censored is like, okay, I have to know what that word was. You've been breeding them for the past week. Yeah, well, I guess it's not even really breeding the allays, right? Because technically you only need the one. So, and then when you just need the one LA, play it a bit of romantic music, give it a crystal, and suddenly it duplicates itself. So technically, we're cloning them, right? I forget what's the term when for like single-celled creatures that basically just split in half, become two. Okay. All right. So our farmer's going to drop things, and then what we'll probably have is a layer around. We'll have a layer here at this level that they will splat themselves into, and this will be 7 by 7. So with our portal, we probably want to put it. Let's go have a look at our portal coordinates. Actually, I probably don't want to leave these spawnable blocks. Yeah, let's go have a look at where our portal's nether coordinates. Mitosis, yes. Yeah, I think the that's the word harbinger. Yeah, so I think yeah, so LA is basically duplicate themselves via mitosis. So are allies single-celled organisms? Because them are some big cells. But are they actually very, very cute and helpful little bacterias? Yeah, Harbinger's definitely the one that's got the brain cell today. Okay, so what is the coordinate of this portal? 3 target block. You stay still, Mr. Pigling. Grab a. Let me grab a bit of paper. We can make a note of this, and we are going. 629 dash 0 dash minus 2. Okay, and then when we grab a calculator, because it's far too early in the morning for maths. What do we get here? So if we go 629 times 8, we get 5,032, 0 and minus 16. Yeah, do that last one. I can brain with the best of them. I may not be able to remember fancy words like mitosis, but I can remember 2 times 8. Let's head back down here. So where are we here? We are, okay, we're pretty close to that, but let's see if we can head over a bit out of the way, because we want to keep this area clear. So is it this way? Oh, okay, so it does clear this way. So, minus 16. Okay, that puts it this way. Okay, that's not too bad. So the ideal center of our current port will be here. Still a bit close to this one. So we're going to have 5 by 5, then we're going to come out 1. I'm just trying to picture so I think we could probably put a temporary portal here. So let's expand out a little bit this way. I think what I want to do is figure out where the neighboring the drop shaft for the neighboring platform will be, and then I'll probably try and position the portal somewhere in the middle of them. But But yeah, I think over here is a good place to put the temporary ball. So we'll go back and we'll grab some obsidian. We'll probably grab a bed as well while we're back for supplies. And then we can start to look into building up our mob flushing platform. We'll probably want to bring some other supplies over for that. So I think I want to do that. I mean, it would look really good if I did it out of sandstone. I just don't have enough sandstone. So I may do it in smooth stone and then have to come back later and swap that out. If we can get one platform going, and I guess we can start farming sand, and then we can start using that sand to make sandstone, and then we can redo it with the. We can then redo it with the sandstone. Okay, let's leave that stuff there for now. So we're going to head back to spawn. Harbinger says she has to be at peak caffeine to math. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm. Maybe that's my secret. I've only consumed. Well, I am very stimulated this morning. I've had 3 pots of tea, a ginormous Starbucks size matcha latte, and I am starting and I'm working on the final on one more pot of tea right now. So that is a lot of caffeine. The matcha latte normally lasts me the stream, but for some reason today I got back about 10 minutes or so earlier than normal, and that thing just disappeared. It just evaporated. I have no idea what actually happened to it. It is very warm in the UK today. It's maybe it's a thirst thing. This is the, as far as I'm concerned, this is the first short stay of the year. So the shorts have officially made their way out of their winter hibernation, and I have been blessing the local population with the honourable sight of my magnificent calves. Yeah, no, I think we have a similar relationship with the caffeine, Harbinger. Okay, let's. What did I come for? I came for a bed, and we also wanted some obsidian, and we want. Oh, I did put a bunch of the smooth stone in here. Did any of it cook? All right. The smelters that spawn do have their benefits in that these little smelters there are always loaded. Let's take this. I should have no. Okay, I do not have a crafting table and a stone cutter in the chest. So let's make one of those quickly as well, which means I need what do I need? I need stone. I need iron, which is in one of these. Is it sticks as well? Is that the grindstone I'm thinking of? And then I need some planks of some description. Do I have any? Okay, let's make a crafting bench and a stone cutter. Okay, put this stuff back. Did not need the sticks. Put the iron back. Oh, no, that's not iron. Oh, and the stone could go back as well. Oh, tornado season does not sound fun. Yeah, I'm glad the only seasons we really have here is the cold season, which is basically about the cold season, which comprises of about 8 months of the year. The rainy season, which comprises of about 3 months of the year. The warm season, which is about 3.5 weeks of the year, and the hot season, which is about 2 days of the year. And that's basically the seasons of the UK in a nutshell. But no, we have warm weather today. So the shorts are on, and I am going to get the barbecue out tonight. Whack a few burgers and a few sausages on the grill. Let's take all of that. I think we probably do some with an infinite water source down there as well. So I might take a couple more buckets of water with us. And we do want a throwaway block that we can. I've got the cobble, so I can use the cobble as a throwaway block. Okay, let's grab a couple of buckets. Oh. And yeah, we'll set up an infinite water source down there. And this should be enough for us to get started on our farm. So with this farm, I am taking a lot of inspiration from the General Mob Farm by Potato Noir, who figured out a bunch of the platform shapes and clock timings and stuff for mob farms. His work was based very heavily on work by Nembon, who is a Minecraft Redstone. Yeah, Mindstone Redcraft. Where was my brain going with that? But yeah, a Minecraft Redstone sort of genius of old. He doesn't put much out anymore since he actually went to work for Mojang, but his mobs farm is still one of the best out there. And then Potato Noir took his work and elevated it to make it even more efficient and cheaper to build. So I'm going to base this heavily on their work, and they are two guys that are way smarter than I am at this stuff. But we're going to try and adapt. But their farm, as I said, their farms relied heavily on vertically stacked spawning platforms. So we're going to have to mix it up quite a bit. So we won't be able to put our clock on the roof, for instance, like they did, because we won't have a roof. So we're going to have to find a different way to do the clock and the flushing. But let's dump a bunch of this in here. So let's dump all of this in here. We'll take the flint and steel and the obsidian. We'll go set up a portal bomb. Yeah, uh-oh. Where have you come from? Where did you spawn? Sleep well. Sleep well story. Wait. Okay. No. What have I done here? Okay. Okay. Let's first up, let's. This isn't even where we want the portal. But let's put it here for now. So we're going to light this. With any luck, this should take us back to our portal outside in the nether. Yep. Gear up. So put this stuff here. I really don't want to lose this sword. Oh, actually, let's take a pick as well, because slabs. Okay. Then we want to be in here. Can we? Yes, we can just yeet you off the side. I love knockback sometimes. Such a useful enchantment, even though I know most people hate it, but so I don't want to fight them. Just boot their asses off of our platform. I don't know what I was thinking when I did this. Okay, so we want to be this level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One there. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One there. And then one there. Oh, one there as well. goes in. Let's break this second, and we'll rebuild it at the level we need it at, because at the moment it's floating. So I managed to forget to bring a pickaxe with me, so I can put it in, partially bury it into the floor last time. So I left the obsidian on the other side, didn't I? Because I want to make a 3x3 portal. I have to go up and get some more. Okay, so we have this. Maybe I will put maybe I'll put the portal in here. Let's put some slabs along the top here so this isn't spawnable. We will fill in we'll expand this out a bit later. Oh, damn it, I forgot the all important flint and steel. So we're gonna have to go back anyway. And while we're there, we might as well grab 2 more obsidian, and we can make it a proper. Oh no! Before we do that, let's actually, if I block this, that will fill in, and then I can. Yeah. Okay. Now we get somewhere to drop down into. Why can't I get out? Okay, we don't want anything spawning in there. Oh, I've got to check. We are still in the desert down here, right? No. Let's have a look at biome overlay. I think we've got space, yeah. See how the biomes change as we go up. That could be a problem. We might have to figure out what biome that That is over there. How far away? How far away it actually is. Okay, flint and steel, obsidian. But while we're here, put all the expensive stuff away. And then, because we set that water up down there, we can take the fast route down. Much better. Let's go one. Yeah, so we want to expand it out this way. There we go. That light. We head back through. Back here. Alright, so we have I'm missing a pickaxe. Ah, here it is. I still touch one. Okay, so what do we want in our little down area down there? We want. I brought a bed over. Where did that go? I definitely had a bed on me, right? I am sure I picked the bed up. Did I put it down up the top? Okay, let's put down some more temporary flooring down here. So we've prepped, I think we've prepped enough space down here now. Let's go tear down the portal up top. And we'll bring a, oh, we'll need a bucket for that, won't we? So we can grab the water source. Then we'll ride that down to safety. Bucket. There we go. We won't need that actually. Put that in the chest. We'll just take what we need. We're learning slowly that we don't want to be hauling all of our good stuff with us when we're doing stupid crap. It doesn't help us at all when we eat everything into the void. So here we go, up into this section. What the hell did I do with that bed, guys? I have no idea. We'll have to go back and get another one at some point, but well, we can make do without for now, I think. Once we tear this down, we'll be well below. Everything will be well below the phantom spawning level, so should be okay. So we're gonna tear all this down. And the roof. And then we want to tear down everything else around here. We've got our big platform down below, so we don't really need to catch any of this. We can go scoop it all up at the bottom later. Oh, that was nearly very dangerous. So tear this down to minimum. We want just the sides here. Okay. So I think we then want, let's take these out. We'll take the bucket, scoop out the water, and then we'll race it down to the bottom. And here we go. So now we are down. We're down at our collection killing level. Let's make sure we've got all of the stuff, and then we can actually start building things up. I did grab the smooth stone, but as I said, I think ideally in the long run we want to build this all out of sandstone. So maybe I will actually build it out of cobble, and then we can we'll build the first one out of cobble, and then we can once we've got some sand flowing in, we can turn that into sandstone, and we can get going with things. So actually, I do want to fill this section, that make sure that border section is filled in with water even after we've climbed up. We've cleared out stuff from above. This water's taking its sweet time to get down here. Where even is the top? Okay. Why are you not go down faster? I almost wish I had a boat. I could put a boat here and then just ride it down. But Come on. It's not that far up now, I don't think. Yeah, we want to make sure that we have water here to catch us should anything happen. Let's go put a new railing down here under that. Because what we want to do is build up from the center, so we can't really have the hole there. Yes, that gives us access down here. Go up this one, close that off. Actually, let's let's open that back up and put a regular thing there, because we're going to have to pillar up from there in a second. So we'll go, let's take this out now because we don't need it. We can take the corners off of this square as well. Okay, so next up we do we have enough building blocks? Hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna go get some more cobble, and I'm gonna actually get a bed this time, and we're not gonna lose it. Because who knows what I did for the last one. I'll get some more chests as well. Oh, some food would be nice. Yeah, so we're gonna build up 30 blocks into the air. This will give us plenty of height to kill mobs with full damage. We're not going to worry too much about looting in this, as the looting effect won't get us any more sand. So we're going to kill things with full damage. That should get them out of the mob cap as quick as possible, and then hopefully allow more things to spawn. That should be enough to kill most husks. We're also going to get skeletons, spiders, witches, and other sorts of mobs. Probably some regular zombies spawning as well. There's not going to be much we can do about that, but hopefully we will be removing them all from the mob cap as quick as possible, and dropping by dropping them down 30 blocks. We will. I'm gonna grab some magma blocks as well, so that will hopefully finish off anything that isn't killed by the full damage. The only thing that would be able to drop down from above and survive being on the magma blocks would be a witch, but the witch will never have feather falling, and therefore will always die on impact. So yeah, and then the odd mob we get with feather falling boots will then get sizzled by the magma cubes. The magma block, sorry. Let's get down here. I'll take a stack of those. And that'll die as well, and those will get removed from the mob cap. So we'll take those. Did I do something stupid and leave the bed in the obsidian chest? I did not. So where the hell did I leave the bed? Yeah, we're gonna grab a bed, we're gonna grab a bunch more cobble, and we'll get this temporary platform up. And then I think I want to have one big... I kind of want to have one big platform to flush all the mobs, but I'm a bit worried that the water sources I need it's going to take some careful water source placement. I'm worried that that may actually cause them to combine. In a way that we don't want. So we'll have to be careful with that. But okay, let's head back. Oh no, I was going to get chests, wasn't I? Actually, no. We have some chests in the ender chest, so we'll grab some of those when we get there as well. And here we go. Nether Fortress Gauntlet. Is anything going to spawn and drop on our head? Yeah, we'll grab some chests out of the ender chest when we get there, and that we can then use to store our goods on the overworld side. So yeah, we're gonna have so the way that I want this to work is we're gonna have a big water sorry, we can have a big platform 30 blocks up from the base, which is where we will drop the, and that will funnel the mobs into a drop chute. So we'll have a 5x5 hole in the middle of that drops them into the middle of that 7x7 area that we marked out earlier. They will die on impact. We'll then periodically flush their loot off of that platform, and then we'll take that down and we'll collate all of the goods from the various platforms into one central storage location. We will then also have, and then above that water platform, we will have our spawning platform, and that will have a dispenser in the middle that will create a water source above it. And underneath that, we'll have to squeeze in a clock that will power that. Dispenser periodically. That will flush the mobs off. They'll fall down. As I said, they'll fall down here. They'll die on the magma blocks and the they'll die full damage and magma block damage. And then we'll funnel all of the resources into one location. We probably won't keep most of it. We'll definitely keep the sand. We might also keep bones. Let's put these down as well. Yeah, we might keep the bones. I'm not sure the witch drops will be useful. We are going to build the double witch farm at some point. I need a lot of glass for that, which is another reason why we are building this, so we can get the sand. Even though I have a lot of emeralds now and I could trade for the glass, I really don't want to have to create enough librarians to support that. Okay, let's have 4 chests. We'll also have, we'll leave the magma there for now. Yeah, I really do not want to have to create enough I lost my train of thought there. What have we got here? We'll need that, and we'll need those across there. Food. Let's leave 16 pork chops in here just in case. Yeah, sorry. We've got enough. We've got a solid supply of emeralds now, but I really don't want to have to create enough librarians to support buying all of the glass we'll need for the witch farm. So we're getting our hands on a decent supply of sand. We can then drop like a double chest of sand into the smelter. We can go off and do other things then, and because it's in the spawn chunks, it will just happily smelt away. And then we'll have enough stuff to... let's take a bucket. So we've got a way up and down. Maybe I'll bring the ender chest through as well. Okay, this is definitely silky, not the other pickaxe. Okay, so we've got a little work area here now. So I am going to take a short bio break. Make sure you've all got a drink, everyone stretch, make sure your posture's good, and I'll be right back in a Sorry, I've muted my mic there. How long has that been muted for? Okay, so we're gonna, if we look at our setup here, we probably want to put our killing floor in about here-ish. So that is at Y52. So then we want to go up 30 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. So we're on a 30 block gap there. We'll go up one more. And then we'll come out from here. 2 blocks, and then we want 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on each side here, I think. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I believe that these should definitely be slabs, because that will stop spiders from getting stuck. Then we go around this with solid blocks. Could use scaffolding here to make it easier, but that is what Potato Noir does in his farm. But I think we'll just go with the solid blocks. We're going to turn restock on as well, because that will speed up our build. So we go from here, we go 1, 2, we go from here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, yeah. No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, then we go up one here. So then we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here, and then we go up one layer there. So we want to expand this out. I think I did not set damn it, I didn't set a water source up there, so I've got no way back up. I'll have to tunnel and stack. This time we'll remember to set a water source up here so we can get up and down. Go just all the way up to the top. And we could even set the water source there and then we'll mine this all out and then we'll fix the janky water source once we're done. Let's leave some more slabs here and we'll take these cobble. So we'll head up, we'll grab the water source at the top, we'll let it drain out and then we'll place it back. Yeah, we were working on expanding this platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five, and 6. One, two, three, four, 5, and 6 this way as well. Oh, not that one. Yeah, we're just going to create a big platform here for the which will flush everything down into the central chamber. And these 8 blocks won't be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Wait, what have I done here? Ah. So that should... None of that should have been there. And here, let's grab the blocks that fell. So yeah, we're going to build a big diamond-ish sort of shape here. And then we're going to go up one level, and we're going to build another big diamond-ish shape. And then when we place the water, it should be perfectly aligned, so that all of the water sort of ends in this middle section. Here we go, that's one side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way as well. Fill these in. One, two, three, four. Yeah, and all of this will be covered in water, so we don't have to worry about. We don't have to actually worry about the material. So even though all of this is spawnable, none of it will actually get any spawns. Let's go one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no. That was too far out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not where we want things. Take that out. I'm really hoping this works, because a solid supply of glass is going to be such a game changer. And as I said earlier, the access to TNT, because I really don't have a problem with TNT duping in most worlds. I don't particularly like it, but because Mojang won't give us a sensible renewable source of sand, and contrary to claims, the Wandering Trader is not a renewable source of anything. So because the sand isn't renewable, like duping is basically you're kind of forced into duping, right? There is no alternative. You either dupe or you just, well, your choices are: you dupe, you obliterate every desert in your world, or you just don't have any decent farms. And that's, so to me that in and of itself justifies duping in most worlds. But we're gonna have access to we're gonna actually have renewable sand in this world, so we should hopefully never have to dupe. Okay, so then this needs to come out another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 blocks there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. We'll go out this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cool. I brought my bed with me, didn't I? So we can sleep this away. just leave that there for now. Okay, so we'll go out 4 on, actually let's do, we'll go out 4 on each side and then we'll fill in the diagonals after that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this side as well. And then yeah, we'll fill in the diagonals to round off our water platform. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's one more side in. Just got to get these other 2 diagonals in and we will be ready to set the water up. The water placement is a bit funky in this farm, in that we have to manipulate it a bit to make sure that we're going to place it all around on the, so we'll have water sources on each of these blocks, but we'll manipulate it in such a way that it flows, it should flow straight into the middle and not over the edge. That again borrowed from the Potato Noir General Mob Farm. Standing on the shoulders of much smarter folk than I to get this get this working. So we'll get that in there and keep going. Out. Okay. So then in theory, should be able to come almost over to this edge. That'll allow us to get out. And then if we come around like so, clear that up in a second. Let's get rid of that block. So we should be able to then create Hi Splash, welcome in. How are you this morning? What are we after? We wanted water, didn't we? So we should have one more bucket here. So let's bring this up. To this up here. Well, I think I might take these out. Do have it should be safe for us to fall down there. Okay. So we're going to create an infinite water source up here. And then we need to create a barrier that goes around the outer rim. This is going to be temporary, and we're going to take this, once we've got our water in place, we will take this out. Oh, and a wild crumbs has appeared as well. How are you both doing? If any of you haven't been watching, Splash and Crumbs have an SMP that they have been playing, and they've been streaming on Sundays, and I've been joining them in that world. I haven't been streaming it myself, but as I have a live coding programming stream on Sundays, and just beforehand, and I think two streams in back to back is probably way more than I am capable of doing. But we've been having a lot of fun over there. The goal is to collect everything in Minecraft, I think, is the short version. Unfortunately, they don't have the playhead data pack installed, because otherwise I would be collecting quite a few splash heads, but as I did manage to kill her 3 times, was it 3 or 4 times on Sunday? First time entirely by accident, but hey, once it happened once, I got a taste for it, right? Let's take these out. Got up at 5 a.m. That is that is an unholy hour of the morning. That. Saying in Just World, there should be no reason for anyone to be up that early. Is it this one? It's the our ones again. I got up at 7:30 and I'm already tired. So that is even that was too early. Okay, so now in theory, if we put why are you no combine? Weird, we're getting water sources are not combining very well here, but they do come right up to the edge here. So it'll come up to the edge here, and everything else will be pushed in. I didn't think this through, did I? This is just going to make my life difficult getting to and from Should have done that side last. Let's... Yeah, let's put a... where is my bed? Oh, gonna want that out of the way as well. Sleep in it first. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. They should have combined into no. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry about that. I'm not having the best of luck with computers today. So my keyboard, my USB hub seemed to disconnect. Which literally left me running in this direction. So if we hadn't have had this barrier here, I would have just just pioneered right off into the edge and into the void, which would not have been good. I think hopefully we'll be okay now. At least for now, if it does happen, we at least have we have railings. Yeah, that was unpleasant, and then I could, and because I had no keyboard and mouse, I couldn't or anything. I can test anything. I can click. I can change anything. I did manage to drop a message in the chat because I have that open on my work laptop, but yeah, no, that was scary. Okay, let's continue filling these in. I'm doing the same thing here, aren't I? I'm basically fencing in the area that I need to stand with water until it's going to get to a point where I can't actually get to where I need to. these sources all seem to be going in the right place. Do that one, and then yeah, I'll finish these off after. Let's go do some of the other sides first. What I'm building, so this is a flush. This is what I'm building is a sand farm. So in Skyblock, the husks loot table has been modified, so that when we kill a husk, or well, when a husk dies, it drops sand. So we're going to build ourselves a flushing variation of a flushing mob farm that will work for husks. So husks are a pain in that they do not. Oh, that was not the most sensible route. Just happily skipping along there by the side, ready to fall down. Husks. Yeah, husks. Husks in Skyblock will drop sand, but husks are a pain to farm. So husks do not spawn unless they have access to the sky, which means that most traditional mob farms, like the one we have back at spawn, will not work for them. I mean, we could leave the roof off and that would work, but half the time. But they're not. But we've already halved the efficiency by not having the roof. So. Oh. That's not going to work anymore. Can we bring this over here? Yeah, so we're going to try and build a flushing farm, which should be more efficient than the one that we have at spawn. But we can only have a single. These would normally have like, say, 11 platforms. We're going to only be able to have one. So, so what we're working on at the moment is a platform that we're gonna. So first we're gonna flush the mobs off of our platform into a border platform, which is this one that we're building now. The mobs will then get pushed from here into this square. They will then fall down there and die of full damage. And yeah, and then that's why, and then we're building it in the desert because husks will only spawn in the desert. Oops. So with the husks forming, with husks spawning in the desert, we will then flush them, and because we can only have one platform, so we can't go up like we would in a traditional mob farm. So I'm hoping that I can go out. So what I want to try and do is potentially we'll have this. We'll position the next mob farm like here. So this will be the edge of the neighbouring farm, and that will flow into a hole over there, and we'll have another one there, another one over there, another one over there, and then potentially another one like over that way, over that way, over that way, and over that way, and we'll just keep we'll expand horizontally as far as we can go. While keeping things in the spawning sphere. And then hopefully we will be able to get good enough rates from. I know we'll see how we go, because it may be that from the one farm we get more than enough like mobs that we're pushing up against the mob cap. If we don't, then we'll start building a couple of extras. But yeah, the hope is that we will have enough. We'll have enough mobs that will get a continuous stream of sand coming in, and then we'll be able to use that to make concrete, glass, and TNT. And then with the TNT, we'll be able to build a blast chamber and use the TNT to farm other blocks. So we'll be able to build an automatic cobblestone generator. We'll be able to build an automatic tree farm, automatic dirt farm, automatic automatic anything that doesn't need silk touch, basically, for gathering. Any block that doesn't need silk touch we'll be able to set up decent automatic farms for, and industrialize our production of those blocks, and then we'll be able to use those in building out more islands, more infrastructure, more farms. So stone and basalt are going to be some of the first ones that we probably go after. So we use basalt for a Skyblock specific deep slate recipe. So having the basalt and being able to get those blocks, potentially then also hook them into autocrafters. We can hook up a automatic smelter for the stone as well, so to the cobblestone generator, so we can then have a solid stream of stone. And yeah, so it's going to make. There's been a lot of stuff that I've sort of been putting off because the thought of farming the blocks has been a bit excessive. Felt a bit excessive, but in terms of effort, but yeah, once we can fully automate all of that, then the effort should be fine. The effort should be minimal, and then we can get cracking with some of those projects. So, like, I really want a copper farm. To do that, we're going to have to farm drowns. To farm drowns, we're going to have to basically create massive pillars of glass in river biomes. Massive pillars of of tinted glass, which means we'll also need an amethyst farm, which we will probably get to work on in the near future as well. Amethyst farms are always a interesting one. So we effectively need to build flying machines that will knock the amethyst buds off of the budding amethysts. So we'll need to build some flying machines that can squeeze through the gaps between the budding amethyst blocks and harvest the buds for us, and we can use that to make our tinted glass. Yeah, and we're going to need a lot of that for a drown farm. I'm quite eager to have tree farms going because you can never have too much wood. And at the moment we have been farming trees like a peasant with an axe. Hi Shri Ram, welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, so many things sort of there's so many things that we could be doing if we had access to glass or had access to sand, concrete as well. So I'm just having access to concrete is going to hugely increase the range of colors we'll have for building with. We will be able to use that for all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I'll be able to use white concrete for my redstone, like a grown-up modern redstoner, rather than like laying it all out on cobble or smooth stone like a dinosaur. Right, here we go. Okay. So now we've got our. Let's take our buckets back here. Uh-oh. No, please. This is going to ruin. Did we wreck the water flows? Okay, I don't think we did. Phew. Having to redo all of that is not an appealing thought. Okay, let's take our bed. Spawn here. Crap. Oh, I nearly fell out of the safe zone there. Yeah, I think concrete's going to be great. Concrete powder as well can be nice because we've got all the different colors, and like grey concrete powder with mixed in with stone. And stone variants. But yeah, just having a lot of glass as well. Our witch farm is going to need a ton of glass. And tinted glass, so that's something else that we can get working on, and that will give us access to huge amounts of redstone. Which I am personally very much looking forward to. Okay, so now, hopefully, if I remove these... no, okay, why? Okay, so that's flowed. Oh, in a way we didn't want. So we need, what if we put, what if we went along there first? What if I put slabs there? No, you still want to flow the other way. just checking notes on this. I think I might have done this wrong. That is really annoying. I think I might have done all of this wrong. So I think it's meant to be like this. That is actually nerve-wracking, but okay, I think we're okay with our water sources here. Nothing's getting past that middle section, so we can put some bridges in, and then let's sleep. We'll leave the corner holes here out so we can see. I think I've just done all of this wrong though. Let's build another infinite water source. Okay, I think I've screwed up the edge here. Oh, I've really screwed up. Yeah, I've turned this whole top area into water source blocks. Okay. Oh no, and now I'm trying to spleef myself. Okay, if we're going to clear out, we're going to clear out all of this. We don't have any sponges or anything, so we have to do it the old-fashioned way. This is not fun. And what I should have done is raised everything up a block on the edge. Yeah, so we need to fill. We're gonna have to fill all of this top water layer in with stone, and then mine it back out to clear the water. Maybe it's time we go and look at a guardian temple sometime soon, so we can get some sponges. because that would have sped this up a lot, but okay, so we're going to want, so we want to fill all of this in, and then our outer layer is going to be raised by 1, and then we'll go around and we'll remove all of the outside. So all of this ring of cobble will go away, and hopefully we'll be left with flowing water into the middle on all sides. That was so dumb. So let's let's do this quick, and then well, we've learned a few things, so we should be able to get it done a lot quicker the second time around. Okay, so this back wall is going to have a row like that. We'll dig all of this out. Have a good look, Splash. Whatever you may be doing. Yeah, we'll clear this out. And then we'll come back and we'll put the water sources on these. And then because there's going to be no solid blocks in between them, then they shouldn't be able to combine into and generate new water sources, because a water source can only form if there is a block underneath it. So these will only have flowing water, not a water source or a solid block underneath them. So this bit will have a flowing water source there, not a solid block and whatever, so we will not be able to form a new water source here, and we won't see a repeat of what just happened. Hopefully this time around the water sources will form on the sides though, which will make it easier for us to refill our buckets and keep this going. As an extra to this world as well, alongside the regular Skyblock recipes, I do have an additional data pack that allows us to dye sand into red sand. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what we can build with red sand, or red sandstone to be more specific, because that block is such a pain in the arse to get a hold of in most worlds that you just don't bother with it, really, right? But, oh no, we're not. We're still not gonna combine along that edge. All right. Have it your way. put these in. Is this side right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, did I mess this side up? I think I messed this side up. Let's try and fix it. This should be going out by 1 more. Yeah, so oh no, that's so we should be coming up from here. Let's get some sleep so that we can avoid anything spawning, although, well, technically we are low enough that we shouldn't be seeing any phantoms, and nothing else should be able to spawn around us because we're here. But just to be safe. I think I do have another bucket somewhere. I should probably go grab that. I might speed this up a bit. Let's put that there. Although we're making. I feel like we're making better progress than last time. I feel like this is going quicker than before. We've learned stuff. We did something. We learned. We improved. That's all we can really ask for in life, right? The perpetual strive for mastery. Here we go. Oh yeah, this. Oh, damn it. This is why I removed the box from my hotbar. Let's eat as well. Oh, another no air conditioning day. Oh, why no aircon, Homager? Just not working, or? we don't really get aircon in the UK, which is a shame because from my understanding, the same equipment that does aircon can basically be wired to do the opposite, and instead of blowing cold air around, it can blow hot air around a space. And I think I read somewhere that was like the most cost efficient and like lowest energy way to heat a room, as opposed to, well, my building has no gas, so we have electric heating, which is both expensive to run and incredibly inefficient. And in the coldest months of the year, not very effective at all. Okay, so we are making some good progress. Okay, it's going much quicker than last time. Okay, we should be able to get this refilled. We should be able to get this refilled pretty quick. Yeah, we're almost halfway done now. So much quicker. Why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do it this way the first time? Go. Getting there, getting there. Is it quicker for me to go this way? Okay, we can put one there and another here. And drop a couple more off. Yeah, I've learned from previous experience, and historically, a video like, I would have labeled a video like this building a sand farm, and I would have gone out and tried to build this whole farm in one setting. We're already about 15 minutes over time from what we would normally stream, and we're probably only about halfway through, so I think I'm learning, guys. You can teach an old dog new tricks. So I think well, I don't think we'll get this finished today, and unfortunately, next week I will be on a plane out to visit my folks. So this will probably be the last Skyblock stream for a couple of weeks. So I won't be able to stream next week, as I'll be flying out to see them. The following week I'm going to be about 3,000 kilometers away from my computer, so won't be which is going to be a bit of a barrier to streaming then as well. And then the following week after that I will be flying back, so that's going to be three weeks. We're going to take a brief 3-week hiatus after this stream. But when we come back, I am going to we'll finish this off, and then we'll also try and maybe look at expanding things into. Here we go. Yes, this is much better. So yeah, so you can take these out, and the water is all flowing exactly where we need it to. Look at this witchcraft going on here. Oh, no, damn it. Bad water. That's not what we want. Do we need to, I think we need to be careful of the ordering in which we do these. So I want to try and make sure all of these flow into the middle. Let's take this one out and that one out. No. Okay. So we're going to have to figure out the correct ordering to remove these outer ones in. As we want to try and maintain the inward flow of all of the water sources. We don't want them flowing outwards. So if we take these out. No. We start with the top one. What if we take? Okay, so we take out the top row first. I think we might be able to take this top row out and then take bottom row. Yeah. And now we've got our water sources all in the right place. Everything is flowing towards the center. Okay, so we'll take all of these out. And this is yeah, this is a bit. Oh, damn it. Okay, let's okay. Oh, this would have been easier, wouldn't it? If we could have just stood on top. Oh. Okay, well, no, there's no. That one was safe to take out first. Oh. There we go. Now we can take out this outer row. Fighting currents. Some strong currents as well, pushing us back towards the middle here. These mobs don't stand a chance of getting over to the edge. Kind of wish I'd gone and got my armor and had the depth strider at the moment. That would have probably made this a bunch easier, but hey ho. We're nearly done though. So yeah, so now, there we go. Let's head into the middle. We'll grab what blocks we can. Then let's get up here and have a look at things. Alright, so yeah, so we've now got a big platform. Anything that lands in here is going to get swept down into the middle, into this 5x5 area. And then that will get jumped down into this this area down here, where we will promptly dispatch it from this world. So next up, we're going to want to look at our spawning platform. But I think, oh no, I missed one over there. I missed a block. But I think I'll leave that for today. And that will be the thing we tackle next. Where was that? Where was that rogue block we found? Ah, there it is. Take this out. Must be neat. Okay. Let's scoop it up. We still have an infinite water for an infinite water source. But we're done with the water for now. So we can tear this down. Yeah, so here we go. So anything that lands in this this area, wherever it lands, even if it lands on the very edge here, is just going to get swept along. Right to the edge here. No, we lose some of our water current speed as we get towards the edge, but I guess that's to be expected. And then boom, this down here, this water won't be here. Instead, we will have a platform of magma blocks. Oh, we have we have glow squid down here. Accidental glowing spawn. There you go, we've got 2 for today. The desert is the last biome I would think of farming squid, but I won't say no to some free glowing. Let's head up here. Let's close that off. Don't need that there. This water source is all janky as well. Let's enclose this off. Then we can hopefully regenerate it and it'll cover the whole of the base here, so we have a bit more safety. Go. So now if I go take these out, do we get, yeah, we go all the way to the corners. Much better. Okay. Let's take that out. Put those in there. Cobble in the bottom one. Pickaxe back in there. Yeah, so I think we've made some good progress. We've arguably got most of the blocks of the farm placed now. That water channel was going to be the largest part of the construction. We've got this big platform now to drop our mobs into, and then we'll quickly scoot them off into the middle, drop them to their deaths. So the only thing left for us to do now is going to be to actually have a platform to spawn the mobs, which will probably sit around here. That will then have we will then use a clock to pulse a dispenser in order to place the water for us. Let's get up there and sleep quickly, because before things start spawning. So yeah, we'll need to set up a spawning platform. This is going to take a bit of trickery, because we need to fit our clock underneath the spawning platform. We could maybe have something in the middle coming up from the bottom, but I'm not sure if that will work too well. So yeah, I think we want to pack the clock in. We want something quite flat that we can put underneath. That will pulse a dispenser. The dispenser will put water on the platform above us. That will push all the mobs off of that platform onto this one. They'll all get scooted into this bottom one, be deleted from the world, leaving their lovely drops, including that precious sand. And then we'll try and fit a few platforms like this in. So we'll have another one that runs alongside this edge here. One that runs along that edge, one and then like maybe have a 4 of them next to each other. It will give us a few more platforms, and then we'll see how many we can squeeze in and how many it takes for us to get close to the mob cap. and then we will have sand for days. But I think that is all we're gonna have time for this week. As I said, we're gonna be on a short hiatus for 3 weeks while I'm away visiting family. But after that, I'll be back and we can get our industrialized sand production up and running. And I think the first thing that we'll be doing once we get that going is probably tearing down this this cobblestone version of the platform and replacing it with a smooth sandstone version. And once we've got that done, we can start to once we've got that done, we can start to work on our other farms, and we can get automated dirt, automated stone, automated blackstone, automated deep slate, basalt, andesite, diorite. I don't know why people want diorite. Tuff. We can have tuff. Automated tuff. We're gonna automate all of the things, and with that, I will catch you all. I'll catch you all in a little over. Well, sorry, I'll catch you all in 4 weeks' time. Bye.